t, which is summation of xi, is sufficient statistic for p. So now, like, in order to show completeness, so we have like expectation of p z of t is equals to 0 for all p belongs to 0 comma 1. So basically we must show if a function z of t, like where z can take from 0, 1, 2 and so on till n to r. So suppose if a function z satisfies this expectation for all p belongs to 0 to 1, so then z of t is equals to 0 with probability 1. So that means if I consider probability at t is equals to t, that is nothing but n choose t into p to the power t into 1 minus p whole to the power n minus t, where t is equals to 0, 1, 2 and so on till n. So 0 is equals to expectation of z of t. So that means t is equals to 0 to n, z of t into n choose t into p to the power t into 1 minus p whole to the power n minus t for all p belongs to 0 to 1. So that means 0 is equals to 1 minus p whole to the power of n into summation t is equals to 0 to n, z of t into n choose t into p minus 1 minus p whole to the power t. So for p belongs to 0 to 1, so we can clearly see 1 minus p whole to the power of n is greater than 0. That means if I consider the same function t is equals to 0 to n, so this part if I consider it as some ct and this part if I consider it as some u times t is equals to 0 for all u is equals to p by 1 minus p, and p by 1 minus p is always in between 0 to infinity. So now, like, if we consider this summation t is equals to 0 to n ct u to the power t, so this is nothing but a polynomial in u of degree of at most n, so that means now, like, if a polynomial is 0, so this polynomial is 0 for all positive real values u. So if a polynomial is 0 for all these positive real values u, so that means it is having infinite solutions. Now, like, if a polynomial is having infinite solutions, so that means it's an identity. So that means it must be a 0 polynomial. So that means all the CTs must be 0. That means all the z of t's must be 0. That means z of t is equal to 0 for every t possible. So that means this ensures z is nothing but 0, proving the completeness. So therefore it's both sufficient as well as complete. T is equal to summation xi is both sufficient as well as complete statistic.